we're at Easy Pull in New Ringgold, Pennsylvania. And we're going to make our way all the way down the end of the hill here. That's where all the pre-1990 stuff is. But I usually like going down through this area because a lot of times they throw a lot of engines sitting around here. Like, there you can see there's an LS. So there's all kinds of stuff in here. And it's really easy to pick parts off of them because they're exposed. I remember one time in here I found I shouldn't say brand new, but it was a reman starter and it looked like it had just been installed. So sometimes you luck out. It doesn't hurt to look. There's a small block Chevy, still got the Quadrajet sitting on it. Look at that manifold. Man, that thing is pretty nasty. This one needs a flywheel. There you go. Another 350 just sitting there. Probably not very good heads on it. Let's see what they are. They are 624. Yeah, I don't think that's a good head. I don't remember that number. But a lot easier to pull things when they're like this. The power steering pump's still on there and everything. Might be some good stuff on that. I'm going to take a look at that. So we have arrived to the old cars section. It looks like, see, that used to be all old car stuff up there too. It looks like a lot of it's disappeared, so they've shifted some stuff around. But it does go all the way down there to that tree line. So we're going to go ahead and walk through and see what all we can find. Not really looking for anything in particular, just sometimes it's just whatever grabs me, and I think it might be a pretty good deal. There's a transmission just lying there. Probably not a good sign. Whoa. Alright, well, I'm going to take a walk here if I don't kill myself. Check out the Spirit of 76 striping on the Dodge. One of the things you're going to see is a lot of these vehicles are really picked through. But, there's still things that you can always get. And the prices here are just super cheap. Fasteners, hood hinges. I mean, they're just different things like that. If you were missing that stuff and you had to pay at a swap meet or something for it, you'd probably pay a lot more. And here it's, it's the thrill of the hunt. A couple Cadillacs, 4-door hardtop. Isn't that a shame? Is that about a 60? Oh, someone put some racing numbers on that. That's a hot rod. Looks like another Dodge truck there. A little bit of rot in the quarters on that one. Square body. Looks like she's been pretty clean inside. Sure has. And somebody needed part of the door jamb. Still got the small block sitting in there. Just looking to see what year it was. Buick Electra. Would this been a nailhead engine? Yeah, sure enough. There's your nailhead. Someone's already got the aluminum timing cover off of it. I used to do that all the time. I used to come up here and get a lot of timing covers and do resale on eBay back in the day. Used to make pretty good money off of that. I think I would pay something like $20 a piece for them here and sell them on eBay for like $125. All before my stuff on YouTube. Not that I make much money on YouTube. I make just enough to pay for a lot of the parts I get at swap meet. I think this is a Packard, isn't it? Pretty certain this is a Packard. Yeah, that looks like a Packard dash. Packard engine. Like I say, usually isn't a whole lot left of them when you find them here. Is that Lincoln? Ranchero? Like I need to be naming these things. People watching this probably know what these cars are. Thunderbird not looking too healthy. Whew, ain't much left. Another Dodge pickup. Oh man, look at the rot on this poor thing. Whole door shell's gone. We don't need no stinking door skin. Oh man, this thing was in bad shape. Bad shape. Got hit in the rear. Always got to look inside vehicles too, because you never know what you'll find. I've found tools many times in the junkyard and back of cars. That's only the back half off that wagon. So I'm going to be looking into the sun a little bit here. Kind of zigzag back and forth a little bit. As I said earlier, the prices at this yard are very reasonable. At some point I'll do a screenshot of the price list. But found some 6x9 speakers. Good deal. Whew, look at that quarter squatting out on this poor thing. Look at the bottom of the door. Yeah, usually if you see the cars in this yard, you know why they're here. Sometimes you go to some yards and you question, like, why is this car in the yard? This is a builder. But no, none of them you'll see here are builders. What do we got here? Firebird. Missing the rear. Might have had a Posi in it. I got Le Mans over here. Oh, don't want mono. You want stereo, huh? Gotta have two good speakers. Well, there you go. There's its mate. Not quite. Is that a 350 Pontiac in there? Is that a 63 wagon? Sorry, I am partial to Chevrolets because that's largely what I've got. That still has the gauge cluster in there. I'm kind of surprised with that. I bought 2 of those at auction, so I certainly don't need any others. Oh, this was a 64, not a 63. My bad. So I've got a Studebaker 4-door Commander. I wonder if it had the V8 or the straight 6 in it. Let's take a look, see if it's still there. It is still there. It is the V8. Was that like a 232, I think is what these ran. Had a 53. It was a 2-door sedan. Had the V8 in it. It was barn fresh. It was locked up. And I wound up losing storage where I had it, so I wound up selling it. I never got to do anything with it, which really stunk. Really wish I had that. I would have made a great Will It Run video. There's another Studebaker on the other side. A little bit earlier. Not looking too healthy either. Another Pontiac. Jaguar over there. It's a Jag. Little nod to Pole Barn Garage there. Buick, missing the engine. This has been an aluminum, like 215, I think, for that. Marlin. I apologize if this filming isn't the best. I am doing this on my phone. I'm walking around on very rough terrain here, so I'm not paying a whole lot of attention. So hopefully I'm not going to do something stupid like fall. Of course, I'd make great video, but I don't really intend to do that. Mustang 2. What's in it? 6-cylinder. Whew. A little rough on the glass there. T-top car. This is going to take a while if I go every row filming everything. So I may end up just starting to piecemeal a little bit here of anything I find that's interesting. That would have been cool. That would have been a cool truck to have. Oh, that's a shame. That's really a shame. Oh man, that's horrible. But that would be a cool vehicle to build. Not that particular one. Hey, look, you can buy some signs. I wonder what they charge for that. 1-lane bridge. Okay, I'm going to get selective about what I film here for you, so coming back. Cool back windows in these. But I'll show you this. Yeah, it's rough. Everything here is rough. And I'm sure I'm going to have people commenting, oh, they should crush all that stuff. Yes, I know. But there's still things in here for the cheap prices for some of us scavengers to get. Like, even though this car is rough, it looks like, well, that floor over there is dented up. But there might be some good sheet metal in here that I'd rather cut that sheet metal and use it than buy repop. I'm a metal worker, so to me, doing fabbing in, grafting in pieces like that, not a big deal. I'd much rather do that. You get a better fitment than buying a lot of this repop stuff. The duster sitting there. All right, bring it back in if I find something else. Check out this limo. One day at a time. I mean, the roof, that's pretty wild. Cut that roof out and use it on a 30s Model A sedan. That'd be kind of cool. Those long ribs, I imagine those are attached. Yeah, I think they're attached on there. Tinted glass. Oh man, this was a limo, no doubt about it. Got the reverse seat. Someone hiding some wheel covers in here. That one already got the speedo cluster out of it. What for engines in here? Somebody will know what that is. Is that a poly block? Is that what that is? Still got a lot more area to cover here. How many yards you get into you see one of these? Oh, got some plant life growing in there. Oh, engine's already going. Front wheel drive car. They are pretty cool. Check out the headlight covers. I wouldn't have guessed that they were that plasticky stuff. I assume that's what that is. Can't be rot, could it? Oh, it is metal. It is metal. The way those were, I thought maybe they were plastic or something and broke. Huh. Got a log in the back. Jeez, this poor car. Ooh, okay. CD changer. Yeah, check that out. No, the CD. No, there's one 6x9 just sitting there by itself, huh?
Yeah, it's tore.
Ah, that's why it's just sitting there. That would have made it easy.
I know.
Big old Riviera. It's still got the 455 in it. Not likely. Nope. Why is that? Is that a Jeep? Is that a Commando? Or was it? What? Okay. Let me get around the other side here. We need to get a better look. See what the heck this thing is. I'm thinking that's a Jeep Commando. Yeah, I'm pretty certain that's what that is. And someone's cut the back, made it into a truck. Yeah, that's Jeep. Sure was. There's a 63 Bel Air 4-door. And all the dashes been cut out of there. Front fender for, I guess it is one of the fenders off of it. I don't think those speakers are going to be any good. Needs a set of 6x9s for his little 4-door Nova. Speaking of Nova, how about a Spirit of 76 Nova with an inline 6 in it? What was that, 74 that I think they did the Spirit of 76? White, white and blue, or red and blue stripes on it. Hatchback car. Pretty rotted. You can see a little bit more of the striping. Speedy delivery. There's your mail Jeep. With a poor G body sitting right beside it. Check it out. It had spinners on it. Or spokes, I should say. Let me get down here. You can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, I bet you those spinners on top of that somebody's looking for. Oh, this was a Pontiac. Yeah, this was the Pontiac version. It's just set on the back. Yeah, Pontiac dash just wasn't very attractive. Fourth gen Nova. 6-cylinder car, yep, sure enough. Looks like it has a half decent radiator left in it. But, yeah, they got the wife's car done. Trunk lid, yeah, the trunk lid's beat up. Tail light's not that good. Nothing worthwhile on that. What's that, a Fox body convertible? I ain't much left in there. 6-cylinder car. Oh, this is the little Datsun pickup truck I think that I got the heater out of. That's in my CJ5 Jeep. Sure enough, because it ain't there. And the thing works great. Actually, I'm feeling some heat. A lot of airflow there. Another 4th gen Nova. Trashed. Ain't nothing in there. Trunk lid's probably destroyed. Trunk lids rot out on these things. Yep. It sure is. Same way with the back bumper. Nah, it's just folded up. Studebaker wagon. Yep. Yep, she got the roof rolled back on her.
Can't believe nobody got that bitch yet.
I know. Well, how many people own one, you know?
Well,
it's a shame that it's in here. This would be a cool car to hot rod and have. Commander wagon. I think I looked under the hood. I think it was the inline 6 that was in this. But yeah, pretty rough shape. Another Packard. Not sure. Is that a Maverick there? I think that's what that might be there. Porsche. Oh, I missed that. Gremlin. Kind of got some AMCs thrown in here. C4 Corvette that did not have a good day. Wow. Oh my God. That is just nasty. Oh my God. Wow. Incredible. Look at that. GT. Didn't look like it was that bad. '61 Chevrolet. Got the big inline 6 in it. Probably a Biscayne would be my guess. Bel Air, yep. It's just like Bel Air on the back quarter. 4-door. It's still got the instruments in it. And a lot of dirt. My God, what was living in here? It was probably a 3-speed on the column. And I just put my foot in that. Oh, the gas cap is frozen in there. Oh, yeah? Oh, I ain't getting that trunk lid open. Probably ain't nothing in there anyway. Hey, folks, take a look in there. Anything in there? I don't think there is. No, I can see the ground, I think. All right. I really never liked these quad lights in this generation. Opal. Still got the steering wheel in it. And a Ville. Hudson with a not so good looking roof on it. I'll show you what I mean by that. Not good. Not good. Still got the Speedo cluster in that. Bottom of the door is gone. I step back here. Ooh. What year is that? Is that about a 53? Thinking with the round tail lights. I think that would be. What do these have? These are always inline, yeah. Yep. Not sure how well you can see that. Buick 4-door. That would have been a cool car. 4-door hardtop like that. Would have had a nail head in it. That would be a cool one. I like the back row. Mercury wagon. Yeah, quite a bit of the dash is left in that. Still got something under the hood. I couldn't tell you. I don't know Fords. But that was pretty rough. Another Buick, and the nail head's in here. It's got the water pump and the aluminum timing covers on there. That's froze up, which doesn't surprise me. But they reproduce these aluminum timing covers now. But again, I used to get those for dirt cheap and resell them. Same way with the balancers and the pulleys. I used to always sell all that stuff. Always brought decent money. But I think the market's kind of dropped out on that. The time I was doing that, that was like the late 90s, early 2000s. eBay had just kind of started up and gave me a nice market to be able to sell in. Here's one of those Pontiac G bodies. I haven't got the wheels on it yet. Check that out. Oh, the back are different. I was gonna say the console's still in it, but I see why. It's broken. Yeah, pretty typical. Pretty typical. Anything worthwhile in the trunk? Nope. Got a big old Impala in here. It's about a 69. No engine in it. Not a whole lot in it. My God, the whole floor is gone. Someone cut it, and that's why I was saying, you know, sometimes that's what's good about this yard. Sometimes you can cut some pieces like that. Big old Caprice wagon down there. Let's see if this El Camino's got the rallies on it, but any chance it's got the Center caps? No. My brother has these wheels, and he'd like to find some center caps. And of course, they're always missing. Not much in there to look at. Come around this side. Gonna end up being the same thing, I'm sure. Yep, all going. All right. Head on down here a little bit. Not sure how much more I'm going to end up filming. There's a little bit more to see. Junkyard's always interesting. Got a torque tube on that. If you're not familiar with a torque tube, instead of a drive shaft, you can see there's no universal joints. It's all direct connected. So there's a shaft inside of that, so it's a torque tube. I'm not sure what that was. I'm going to guess Ford by looking at that engine. Another 4th gen Nova sitting there. Sorry, I know probably people are bored by these, but, well, I've got one, and if I need parts. I just bought fenders, a pair of fenders at an auction, $5 a piece. That was a steal. Got a battery box in it. These hold downs sometimes issues. It wouldn't hurt to have that. Dash is all gone. By the looks of the dash, this is 77, 79. Trunk lid's rotted out. Taillight's already gone. Yeah, nothing else in that one. Had some half decent meats on the back of it there. Oh, look what's right beside it. Oh, man. That hurts. That hurts. I'd love to have one of these someday. Oh, that really hurts. RPM module selector. Well, it's probably worth something to somebody out there. Got about a 71 or 2 Monte Carlo up in the air. I'm going to assume that is not a posi, otherwise it'd be gone already. I'm sure it's not a posi. Like I say, it'd be gone if that were the case. Still quite a bit on this Monte Carlo. Buy some pieces somebody's looking for. If you see anything here that you need, you're in Pennsylvania. This is in New Ringgold. It is just north of I-78 at Hamburg, PA. If you look up the Cabela's in Hamburg, that's the road that you would use to come up here to New Ringgold, and it's probably about 15 minutes northeast of that area. It's $2 admission to come in here. And their prices are pretty reasonable. And again, before I'm done, I'll give you a snapshot of the price sheet. Pontiac 4-door, and no motor. Was a convertible. I'm not even sure what that is. Is that a Chrysler? I'm not even sure. I think. Someone will correct me if I'm wrong. I know what this was. It was a 62 Impala. Pretty stripped and pretty rotted. Has chrome reverse wheel on the front of it. And there's part of the cluster. Another G-body down there. The G-body's hanging around in here if you needed parts. It's stripped out, but yeah, floors aren't that great. I was gonna say if you needed some sheet metal for floors. Coming down the last row of the old section. Looks like it was a Studebaker. Still got a good bumper on the back of it with the exhaust tips coming out of it. What I'm going to end up doing, I didn't pick anything up for myself. My brother found himself a car stereo and a set of speakers. That's going to be for his four-door Nova. All in, he's going to have about $15 total in that whole setup, so it's pretty darn cheap. Hopefully it all works. What I'm going to end up doing, when I came in, there was a bunch of loose engines. There was a small block Chevy engine that was complete, laying on the ground, and had a power steering pump on it with all the brackets, and that cost me $18 here. So I'm just going to pick it up because I don't have any spare power steering pumps. And it's pretty typical. Most of the cars that I run is going to run the same setup. So I figure it wouldn't hurt to have a backup. Because a lot of the stuff you buy nowadays, repop parts, over-the-counter things like that, are just, the quality is junk. And you'll pay a heck of a lot more. So I'd rather have a good used piece. So I'm going to head up there, do that. In the meantime, I think I will show you the price list. Alright, now we got it. Alright, so I got power steering pump off that small block back here, which I think was a 307 by looking at the thickness of the balancer on there. So I got everything, rest of the way up the hill, head on out of here then. So, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you're not a subscriber, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. Drop me a comment. Any cars there that maybe I didn't see or mention, you want to point it out. Also, I'll put the information down in the comments as far as where the location is. As always, thanks for watching.